Well, hello. Wow, room's crowded. Duncan 1900 Homestead. I like that name. Andy. I'm guessing your name is Andy.
That's going to be our problem child in March.
Problem child?
Problem child.
What's he going to be the problem child?
You weren't watching the comments last night.
No.
He's going to be our problem child.
Why is he going to be our problem child?
I'm just telling you. You know, the young ones.
How old is he?
He's younger than Sean.
So he's just a whippersnapper.
Yeah, he is a whippersnapper.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. B&J Hunting. Glad you could stop by. Christy. Gosh, getting a few people in here.
They wanted to come before the crowd.
Backwoods Billy Craft beer reviews. Good deal.
And then there are some newbies in the small YouTube group that might come.
Oh, okay. Florida Singularity. You got to sneak into Mississippi in March.
I told you. I told you. Kid's going to be a problem child.
Oh, my. Backwoods Billy Craft beer reviews welcome. Let's see. Coco, popping in to listen. Well, you can always add to the conversation. Grandma Rose's homestead. I saw where Nina created a new intro using the picture-in-picture.
I haven't seen that yet.
And did a very, very nice job. But I'm not going to tell her that. She's not in here, so I can talk about her.
That's true. Oh, Florida's only in here to loiter. Loiter. That's New York spelling, loiter.
How do you join clips in YouTube Editor? To the best of my knowledge, the YouTube Editor is history, non-functional. That's the reason we started doing these classes. I guess short answer to that is I've never done it. I've never messed with YouTube Editor. I don't care for an online editor, but I'm generally working with a lot bigger files. Just like hippies. That would be good.
I think so. Yeah. 7 dogs and 3 cats and chickens. We have 5 dogs and 2 cats.
Get to the farm, easy. So, did everybody have a good week? Get lots of videos recorded and getting them uploaded. And what are you having problems with? You guys got to tell me. You know, sometimes
everybody's doing their meet and greet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't send me any. I saw some in Kroger's though yesterday. Trying to watch what I eat. I could definitely watch myself eat some of those donuts.
How to make portfolio pictures in gallery on my tablet landscape.
In the background on your tablet?
Yeah, are you talking about?
You don't need video editing for that.
No, but Well, let me bring the Filmora editor up here. So this is Filmora's editor in a dark screen. I can make it light skin. I don't know which is best for you guys to see. And I really don't know where you would like to go tonight. So let's see if we can pull something in here, do something, even if it's wrong. Yeah, let's just pull this in. Do you guys prefer the light skin on the editing program or the dark? I gotta be honest with you, from my viewpoint, sitting here, the dark is much more pleasing to my eye, but I don't know what shows up better for you. Dark? Okay. I got two darks. We're on dark. We're good.
Retired and prepping is new to Filmora. Can you tell me how to cut and take out part of the video I don't want?
Absolutely. And we'll do that right now. I just imported a video that I created here that we shared with Danny and Wanda for their spring gathering. And they took some pieces of it. So let me put that in the timeline here. And just follow along with me. I'm gonna play some of this so that and then we'll take some out. We can shift some things around. We can increase the we can zoom into different areas. There's all kinds of things you can do with this. So this is how it was that I created it, what, yesterday, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Hi folks, Daryl here, Two Family Homestead, and today is February 11th, 2018. Sherry and I did a lot of traveling last year. We went to a lot of meetups, we went to homesteading conventions. In case anybody's interested, this was just recorded. We had a great time doing that, met a lot of wonderful people. Absolutely wonderful. It's still pretty cold here, and as you can see behind me, we still have snow, although not near as much as we did have
but it's still here. Got my truck over here ready to go. In 1 month, March the 11th, we're going to be down in Wiggins, Mississippi for the spring gathering. Very much looking forward to it. Get out of the cold weather. I have my snowplow sitting over here ready to go. Danny, that's the plow I use around here. But let me tell you a little bit about this spring gathering, because this is a meetup like no other, I do believe.
It's fun night.
Some of the meetups we went to last year included Justin Rhodes, the Michigan Hootenanny. We went to a meetup that Deep South Homestead had in Mississippi. We went to a meetup in Tennessee.
Oh.
We went to Big Family Homestead, their meetup when they were still in Cincinnati. So we got around a little bit. We attended the Appalachian Homestead Conference, and we also went to Virginia for the conference there. But this conference, this is not a conference, it's almost like a mini conference. Danny and Wanda called it
I'm looking for a good place to
spring gathering. And it's early enough in the year that people are not super busy getting their gardens going and so forth. But it is going to have a gardening theme. And due to the large turnout of channels, they are going to have some speakers. So let me introduce the first one. Julie, Dirt Patch Heaven, will be there.
Okay, I'll stop the video here. And what I'm going to do, for those that wanted to know, is I'm going to take out that whole section of me, and I'm going to just go from the introduction right into this clip. So what I do is I get the timeline marker on the frame where I'm no longer there. And we've moved into where Julie and Danny are sitting together here on the porch. So what I'm doing is I'm backing it up frame at a time. Whoops. I got carried away here. All right, so we'll go right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut or split the video right here. And just split it. So now I'm going to go back to where I started talking.
Well, hi, folks.
Before you can split the video, you do have to make it active, have it highlighted. So that's what I just did there. And now I can snip it again. And when you snip it, the piece immediately following where you just cut the video clip, that's what's then highlighted. So I can either just press delete at this point. I can do a right click, and I can copy, paste, edit, crop, zoom, split. So there it is, delete. So I'll just delete it. And it brought me right to this clip. So now We can go from the introduction here.
Do we want to do anything else about spring and then move into summer? Because I see we're moving into summer.
As you can see, that whole section has just been removed from the video. So what I could do then is I could record a new piece to go in there and insert that new piece in. In other words, just replace the entire introduction. If I want something a little softer in a transition between just into that, I can go into the transition field I have a whole host of crazy things here. So let me just throw one of these in. I don't think I've ever used it.
Do we want to do anything else about spring and then move into summer? Because I see we're moving into summer with corn.
Yeah, I'm not sure I care for that, but the idea here is you get something to soften the transition between scenes. And Filmora has a vast selection of these. So here's another one.
Do we want to do anything else about spring and then move into summer? Because I see we're moving into. Do we want to do anything else about spring and then move into summer? Because I see we're moving into.
So anyway, that is how you take a section out that you don't want there. If we come back in here, I put in little snippets between introducing the various people. So let's take a look at this.
Another speaker, Tommy and Patty Alderman from Alderman Farms. They're going to be there.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, since all this is just an exercise in showing you, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that clip right there out. Only this time I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to in front of Julie's clip here. And I'm going to paste the clip in here. And when you do that, if you had a transition in, it just eliminates it. So you have to re-add it. So now,
another speaker, Tommy and Patty Alderman from Alderman Farms. They're going to be there.
Do we want to do anything else about spring and then move in?
And of course that doesn't fit because Julie Dirtpatch Heaven is the one that comes up next on the screen. But again, the idea was to show you that I just copied a piece of the video from further back and moved it forward. And there could be times when you want to do that, depending upon the scene, probably some sort of a scene in the woods or doing some work in the garden where you wanted to point out something in particular. You may actually want a duplicate piece of your video. So you can move all that stuff around in that fashion. Southern Arc make it?
Yeah, she's there.
Hey, great job on your new intro. Thought it was done very well. So you know, somebody's watching you.
He's only saying that, Nina, so he gets a piece of candy at the meetup. You know that.
Got candy at the meetup?
I don't know, probably.
So as long as that stays in memory, I can go in here and I can.
She said, woohoo, thank you, Mr. Miyagi.
You can't paste it into an area if there's not a split there. Let me undo that last step just so you see. I still have that video clip in memory. And I'm going to go back into the middle of the introduction here, somewhere around the 27-second mark. And I'm going to do a paste. And it put it at the very beginning. If it would have been on the back half of that video, it would have put it at the end. So if I would have set it here and said paste, it then puts it here, and I have these two little clips back
Another
to back.
speaker,
Buffering on my screen.
Tommy and Patty Alderman from Alderman Farms. They're going to be there. Another speaker, Tommy and Patty Alderman from Alderman Farms. They're going to be there.
Okay, so did that answer? I forget who asked the question, but wanted to know how they took a section of the clip out. Did that explain it well enough, or are you still anything you wanted to?
Retired puppy said that helps a lot. I just needed someone to explain it to me. I have videos I could have made shorter if I had known.
Okay. And none of this, everything you do here within the editor does not affect your original video. It will not affect your original video. You can always go back to where you started. Now you can, of course, turn the video upside down. You can flip it. This way you can see it in the mirror. And that's just the video part. We didn't change this up. Now, something else you can do.
Okay, Grandpa, Retired and Prepping said thank you. Grandma Rose's Homestead, could you say what you're clicking when you make the selections? If we go full screen, we lose the chat. So the Filmora screen is too small to see what you're clicking.
Okay.
You understand?
Sure.
Okay.
Is there something you want me to go back? I was just kind of playing here just a little bit. Let me try this. See if this helps. Okay. Let me move out of the menu bar up there. There we go. Okay, so all I was doing at that point, I had gone into the edit part of the video, and I'm in the video editing page here. Right up here at the top, you can rotate the video. So where the circles getting outlining the piece, that's where I'm at with the mouse. I can turn it to the left and completely go around, or you can do the same thing going to the right. This flips it horizontally, and this one flips it vertically. Now, again, what I'm going to do here, just to, I guess, kind of shorten this up a little. Let me get rid of the back half of all this here. Pull that out. Pull that out. The rest of the video. Okay, now I just have the intro here, which is just over a minute. And this is a completed piece, if you would. It has various titles in it that scroll through for information. I'm going to stop it here. I'm in the video editing area. And let's say that this is what I want, but I don't want it to be 1 minute, 5 seconds, and 7 frames long. I want to shrink this down to exactly 1 minute. I don't want the extra 7 seconds. I can go into the duration of the video and make it 1 minute. So that's, let me get the big circle out here. That's this area right here. I just changed this to be 1 minute. So I'll say okay. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, generally speaking, you can, for the most part, get away with up to a 10% decrease in time and still have it very viewable, very watchable, and a lot of people would never notice it. Now it did sped it up. It actually changed the pitch slightly on the background music, but everything stays in sync. And so if you're trying to edit and fit pieces together, let's say you do a voiceover and you need to get it into a certain area of a clip, you can do this with the music, the sound, as well as the video, or the combination of the two. Now, I will warn you, if you do this a lot, that this is very memory intensive on your local computer to run it in this fashion. So you may have to pre-render it before you can view it. And of course, You can also play the clip in reverse. I may have to render this first. Yeah, it's gonna render through it so we can actually give you a preview. And I'm just gonna take it back out and we'll start fresh. Let me think, can you think of anything right offhand that is in the phone format, straight up and down?
On mine, I hold my phone sideways for everything.
How can I best demonstrate this? Here's how I can do it. Let me get rid of the back part of this video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this. This is a 9x16, which is the way your phone, when it's held vertically, this is the product that you get. And you'll always have the black bars off to each side of it. So what you can do, is it going to let me do this? It's going to be a little bit confusing because the original video is laid sideways. But to answer your question, you can, to a degree, we'll say okay here. It's going to allow me to zoom in. You will never get a good full screen. Maybe I should just stop it right there. Oh, I know what I can look at. I think where the original file is. Let me do this. There we go. Perfect example. This was done on a phone, and the phone was being held in the talk position, I guess. I don't know. It's the space thing, okay? Mm-hmm. So what I did when I created a video for this is I took a section of this. I actually brought it in twice. I brought it in the primary line, second line. And it's over top of each other. But I took the second one, what was the top one? I don't remember. Now obviously you can distort it and stretch it out. But I just created a second scene over to the right, and I zoomed in on the spaceship. So if you go into our playlist,
Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to show you my awesome new Wix website. It's got everything I love all in one place.
Well, hey folks, Smudge here. Well, something.
pull this ahead. I divided the screen up into 3 pieces. This center piece is the original video.
Wow, that's a heck of a fire.
I left an area on the left with the black bar. I left that where I
Here
could
it comes.
do some titling, put some word in. And then I zoomed in on this spaceship, which is this little dot going up here. Did the best I could to follow that up and show that on the right hand side. So this is actually the same clip as this one. You can see it's right there, but here it is zoomed in.
Woo! Oh, wow!
So the point I'm making is, yes, you can modify some things, but you can't invent something that's not there. Absolutely, Maplewood Homestead. Yeah, you want to hold the phone horizontally. And for those that don't always understand, in this position, that's how you want to hold the phone. And you want to start out in this position.
Yeah, we were going to we were going to the Hootenanny. We were trying that one thing you have, and I started out portrait,
Yeah,
and
she
it wouldn't let
started
me
it this
do
way
it.
so
Yeah.
she could
Oh,
punch
Lord.
in the stuff.
That was a pain.
And when she turned it, it says, "Huh, no, we're not flipping. You're still portrait." So it just turned everything over on its side. So you want to start out your recording with it in horizontal. At least while it's with an iPhone. I don't know about some of the other phones. Okay, any other questions about that? Was that a satisfactory answer, I hope?
Yeah, Android platforms is the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, if anybody would like to call in and ask a question, got the phone line is open.
Did me too, Nina.
Grandpa's Place. How you doing? All right. Okay. How did you find Filmora to be the best? And I didn't see who asked that.
Florida, no, Maplewood Homestead.
Okay.
Oh, soup from raccoon grease. God. Oh, Lordy.
I had searched a lot of editors. Now this was while the YouTube editor was still available for people to use. And I looked at a lot of editors. And I didn't know how serious we were going to be at making videos and doing this. So I didn't want to spend tons of money. And I wasn't going to pirate something. I just don't do that. At least while it's not where it leaves this house. Let's put it that way. I may pirate something to look at it or something here, but anyway, I looked at a lot of editing programs, and Filmora was very easy to use. At the time when I bought it, it was I'm thinking it was $50 forever, and it did go up in price. I'm thinking it's $60 now. And that's a lifetime. You get all the upgrades, whatever they do to it. The new versions, they're all free. There's no additional charge. Now they do want to keep marketing to you. They do come out with new titling packages. They come out with new transition packs and all of these other crazy things. Matter of fact, I can probably just bring that up here. Let's just go in this way.
Oh, I didn't even see Mark in here.
We go into the Filmora.
So Maplewood is acting, so you would say it's pretty easy for someone new to use it. Sometimes these things look so doggone complicated.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's very intuitive. If you just there's very little hand holding to get you going in this.
Okay, Mark.
Now, and when YouTube did away with their editor, it left a lot of people kind of
Yeah, I used the editor because it was easy.
Yeah. But you were also very limited.
Yeah, but it was easy. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't need anything fancy schmancy.
Movie Maker was Windows free version, but it is no longer supported. It does not come out with Windows 10. I'm not saying you can't go get it and still use it, but the feature set on Movie Maker is not even close to what you get here. Anyway, for the amount of money, because it's easy to use, because they have versions for the PC world and the Apple world, and the interface is virtually the same. There might be a couple small differences between the two platforms. If you're working on a Mac, which I don't have in the house, then I could probably still get you through.
Yeah, we eat Macs.
And any type of a problem that you would maybe having. Or there's tons of how-to videos out there. There are, and for the life of me, I can't understand why our live stream hasn't gathered some momentum here, because a lot of these how-to videos, well, I know why. We're older. We're old people. No, nobody pays us any attention.
Yes, Maplewood, you can. We have it on both of our computers. You can do it on more than one, right?
You can in your house. You
Right.
can. You're only supposed to be able to. And that was another thing that I questioned. And I think the answer I got was because we each have a computer, we're using it separately, where we're either using one or the other, then yes, we can most certainly do that. And I tested their support. They do not have a call-in support. It's an email system. But I did have a question on one of their upgrades. And I'll just, obviously I can just fill you in here. When they stepped up a whole version, they pretty much replaced the platform of the structure of the program, and some of the original titles labeling was replaced with newer things, and the old ones were just gone. So I called support and I said, look, I've been using these other titles. I would like to continue using them, and I didn't think that it was fair that without notice, just because I did an upgrade, that I would lose that. So they sent me to a link where I could download those original things and just put it in the new version.
Yeah, so Linda's asking, if you get a new computer, how will you get it on your new one if you do not have your old one anymore?
Okay, well, they have a record of you. If you purchased it from them, you can explain the situation to them, and they can supply you with that code. And of course, you just download the program and insert the code, and you're good to go. And what's this old Alabama Gardener? This is Brenda Duncan. I just changed my name. What's going on here?
Charles just came into the room.
Oh.
And she was just telling him. He knows her, but from a different.
Ah, okay.
do I delete a folder after the video is finished and uploaded? That's Mark from Red Duchess Farm.
How do you delete the folder? I would just go into your file manager and delete it.
Sorry. Nina says call them and say the dog ate my computer.
Okay.
Brenda's packed, we're packed, Nina's packed. We still have a month ago yet.
Well, if you notice on the Filmora website here, they've got close to 4,000 reviews. I don't know that any of them are bad. 3, 4 out of 5 stars. It's a 4.5. Like I say, it's very intuitive. It's easy to learn. It's easy to follow. That's not to say that just like any piece of software, you may scratch your head on a couple things. But that's one of the reasons I started this. If you have a question, we can get you through it. Bandana Grandma has done some fabulous things with it. Southern Arc Homestead, who's in the room right now, just redid her intro with the program, and I think that I think she enjoys it.
Videos saved elsewhere, but if you create a new folder for every video, the folder numbers are going to get high. What you see is what you get.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Are you creating... So what... You're creating a video on your computer, and then you're taking that video and uploading it to YouTube. Is that what you're doing? I want to make sure we're on the same page here. So you have your original video that you've gotten from your camera, your phone, or something. So you have that video. Then you have the edited version. If you put that on your hard drive. And so then the question is, you know, if you're going to save all that stuff, and some people do, that's a personal choice. You're going to probably want to go get an external USB drive.
Yeah, it's just what Charles says. It's going to fill up your hard drive very quickly.
You can get a 4 terabyte hard drive for just a little bit over $100 at Walmart, and that'll take you quite some time to fill that up. If you want to keep it all, otherwise you can just delete it.
How do you do it with your videos? Do you have an external drive?
Yes, I do have an external drive. Matter of fact, I have it plugged in right now. I have
Mark says, yes, finishes videos uploaded and saved to external hard drive. How do I get rid of the folders on Filmora?
Okay, let me head there in a second. I'm on the hard drive here. I save things according to date. That helps in different specific.
Yes.
Wait.
Once you put it on your external hard drive, you can delete it off your computer, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Maplewood.
Yeah. So the folders that Filmora creates are located in Documents, Wondershare Filmora, if you're creating videos from there, this is the output path. You can see that there's nothing here. And the reason is this is the default path. If I create a video and I'm going to create it locally here, put it on my computer, on my hard drive, I'm going to tell it where to put it. I'm not going to let it go to the default, and that's what this is. Different projects you're working on, this is where the projects are saved. You see I've had a couple in here. The biggest is to see if there's anything in temp. There's just a few things in temp off the last project, so nothing that amounts to anything. In the user source, snapshots is the biggest thing that I just haven't been in here clearing out because they're so small. But these are snapshots of various videos we've created and other pieces that we've put into videos. So there's, well, I don't know how many pieces are here, but
Good Lord. Yours?
mm-hmm. These are screen capture files.
Yeah, Maplewood, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, I think everything's running.
There's June.
So this is when we did a thing for Pratt.
The first one is in the title.
Just captured it.
You want to tell them? In the title. Yep.
Hey Sherry, have you seen this this contest from Pratt Family Homestead?
So anyway, that's I'm not sure where else you're seeing these folders, because everything if the default sources were used, this is where everything should be. There's some audio stuff in here from voiceovers, but you could just come in and delete it. But I come in probably once a month and I move things to my external drive. These are pretty well empty. Does that answer your question? I hope. Need some help setting some settings in your channel. Okay, I guess I need a little more information.
Well, I just told her she can always, well, there's still time. It's not. Told her she can message us tomorrow.
Okay. On the Filmora editing page, our folders, it went too quick for me. Can you read it?
On the Filmora editing page are folders that you create when starting a new project. When finished, how do I get rid of them in Filmora?
Oh, are you talking these album things on in here? Is that what you're talking about? Because you can simply just delete them. Delete folder. Do a right click on it, delete the folder. That will not get rid of anything that's back here. Those are still out on your hard drive. I can just delete the folder. You sure want to delete the selected folder? Yes. It's gone. Just took me a minute to understand what you were talking about. And was that Mark that was asking that?
Yes.
Anything else you can think of? We've been on just over an hour here, and I don't want to put everybody to sleep. Okay.
I think that's about it, dear. Oh, Grandpa's snoozing.
All right. Gets us time we let people go to sleep here.
That's right.
So, anyway, I want to thank you all for coming. And
Grandpa wants more of that raccoon grease soup or whatever it is. I don't know.
And whatever moderators we had in the room, I know we had some.
Yeah, we had most of them.
Nina, you did a fantastic job on your new video thing there. I thought it was very well done.
Soap. Why did I think it was soup? I'm sorry. Florida's wired. Florida, we need to chat about material.
Okay. So, guess we'll let you all go. Thanks for stopping in.
Grandpa's Place wants to know how long an intro should be.
Well, the experts are going to tell you the big experts are going to tell you no more than 5 seconds. But there's an awful lot of very big channels that have an intro that is 10, 12, 15, 18 seconds long. So they apparently didn't get that memo. Here's my take on it. If it's too long, it's not going to hold interest. It may be very interesting the first time. So you may want to create multiple versions of an intro.
5 seconds is hard to fit stuff in. You're right. Can't do anything but breathe in 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, yeah. 5 seconds is one of the things that I like about Filmora is anytime you insert something, its default is 5 seconds. It should be 5 seconds a time. Comes in at 5 seconds. You can change that time here. Here, we'll make it 15 seconds. They're all their titles by default are 5 seconds. Now you can stretch them out. You can make them whatever size you want. But 5 seconds is the default.
Oh, disconnected.
What's
I
that?
am. I'm disconnected. Buffering. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Anyone else disconnected or just me?
I'm showing good on this end.
I'm sure why my
Let's do,
what I posted
let's
wasn't.
do a refresh.
Wasn't going through. Just you. Thank you, Papa.
I think I gotta go work on her computer. So this might be a good time to say goodnight to everybody.
What a way to end the conversation.
Because it looks like you had no internet at all.
Nope, I'm done. I'm toast.
What are you connected to in your...
FGT. Let me disconnect and reconnect.
Just change it to something else.
Did it.
Okay. All right. Anything else now that you're back? Time to go.
Scared them all off.
Or she's trying to get back.
I'm back.
You're back. Okay.
It was me. I need to do new video for my channel. I've done most of what I set out in that first video.
Okay, this is from...
That was Grandpa.
Oh, okay. Discovery, thank you for stopping. Coco 2, Southern Arc, Florida Singularity. We're going to meet you. Duncan 1900 Homestead, we're going to meet you.
We already met her, but we can do it again.
Yeah.
And Mark and Nina and Backwoods Raised and Rusty Bell and Florida Singularity.
Grandma Roses, we're going to meet you.
Grandma Rose is going to be there. Andy's going to be there. Oh, and there's Finger Lakes Prepper.
Finger Lakes Prepper going to be there?
No, he just stopped in the channel. I don't think he is.
Well, he needs to
It would be
come.
nice if he was.
Yeah. So, all right. We're going to let everybody go. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, email them to me. Help me put a show together for next week.
The Deep South Homestead Spring Gathering, Wiggins, Mississippi. March 11th, Sunday.
At this point in time, I think there's going to be about 40 channels.
A whole lot of people.
40 channels are going to be there. And as far as if you take the subs from all those channels and add those numbers together, you're up over 200,000 subs. So, obviously not everybody's going to be there. That would be pretty ludicrous. But if you ever wanted to go to a meetup for Deep South, check that off. If you ever wanted to go to a meetup for Alderman Farms, they're going to be there.
You got them all.
Check that off.
You got them all.
Living on a Dime.
Most of them, yeah.
Dirt Patch Heaven.
J&J Acres.
J&J Acres.
Red Duchess Farm. Southern Ark Homestead. Florida Singularity.
We're going to be there.
Two family.
So it's going to be quite the event, folks. Thanks so much for stopping.
As what it was last year, don't you think, Brenda? That was small potatoes compared to what we're going to this time. That works for us. We're definitely going to be internet providing. There will be live streams going on, and we also will be taking videos.
Yeah, when they had the meetup last year
in the fall, yeah,
I just set up the camera over in the corner of the room and pretty much recorded probably 80% of the entire thing.
Plus, we did the live stream when Danny talked.
Yeah,
but there wasn't nearly as many people as what's going to be at this one.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
exactly, Brenda, you got it. You got it. Everyone, you have a good evening.
Take care. Thanks for coming.
Miss Biddy Boo Brown, hugs to you, sweetie. Know what you're going through. There's JM at the Nut House. My goodness, they're all coming in.
Whoa.
And we got JM at the Nut House there, too, in March 11th.
Yeah, all the way from California.
June, we probably, it's as tiny as you are, we probably could fit you in a suitcase. Woohoo! Over 700 subs. Awesome.
All right. We've said goodnight a couple times. This time we mean it. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Have a good one.
Send me emails or subject matter for next week.
Next Monday is Little Mountain Homestead. Study up for the $2 trivia.
There you go. Take care. Bye-bye.